Welcome back. So, on our master checklist, it's very important that we create unique tables for each of the different employees that we're onboarding. That's so we can keep up to date with how often and how many employees that we have. In further videos, we'll have a look into how you can allocate particular checklists for multiple members that are starting. But here we're just starting out with a simple process step for creating a new checklist for each employee that we're onboarded. Let's have a look. Okay, now we're in our master checklist, and we're going to be talking about basically the process that I would take if you're managing a single employee that's coming into the business, just for the simplest way of viewing where they're up to for their onboarding process. So we're going to click here on our master checklist build, and we're actually going to duplicate this table, and then we're going to rename it. We'll bring over all of the records. So we'll duplicate the records, create that, and then we'll have a totally new, unique master checklist here. So we're just going to rename the table. I'm going to call it onboarding John, update that. It's now saved. And so this is just a simple way of creating a unique table that then you can manage the onboarding for John. Okay, the next step here that we can talk about is how to share this with either the new recruit or with other members of the team. So one simple thing that you can do, just like any Excel spreadsheet, you can highlight each of these unique rows. You can obviously move them around, which is pretty simple. But to share these with the new recruit, so say before your first day, fill out the technology equipment preference form, sign and return your offer letter, complete your contact form, and then get a quick intro to the team. Let's click on this. So if we want to allocate this to the new employee prior to the start date, so if it's due on the 12th of January, you can simply right click. We can send all of these records from Airtable to their email. So if we bring it up here, simply I'll just send it to myself. You can change the subject, on board to TVB, message, here the latest version of the records. How about here is your checklist prior to starting on your first day. Welcome. Okay. You've got a couple of options for the layout. Because you've selected multiple rows, it quite simply puts it into a grid view, which is nice, simple, and effective. There's another element there that you can do single elements. So just like you had before, you can expand these single elements. Now we're going to stick with the grid view, and then you can send a copy to yourself just so you're keeping within the loop. And also as well, if you have hidden fields as we had here, it will just prompt you if you want to show those hidden fields. Now we're okay to not have those, and we're going to send this along, and we'll have a look at what the output email looks like. All right, now we've finally received the email from the Airtable system. So you'll notice here it's a no reply from airtable.com, and that's totally fine for just automated emails that come from that. There are systems that you can have that will send it exactly from your email client, and you just need to set that up within Airtable. So as you can see here, a nice simple grid view for the employee. This can also automatically be sent in future automations prior to the due date. And so say if it's 6 days prior, you want this checklist to be automatically sent to someone, you can set up those automations within Airtable as well. And so this is just a simple view of one of the outputs of the Airtable system with automated emails.